We're starting this episode off with a little bit of an extra challenge. At the time of recording, it's about 1 hour before the cats are due for their dinner. And both boys are here going, "Are you sure it's an hour away? Are you absolutely sure it's an hour away? Really?" So that's a thing at the moment. Actually, no. Wait. How much was Bullet Punch? 40? 75. I'll take the 75. I realized after I finished recording last episode that Ice Punch is not gonna help when the target's a guy who's an Avalug. If you've never run into an Avalug before, you're in for a treat. As a reminder, the spot where we got the Never Melt Ice, that's allegedly the remains of a very ancient Avalug. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Why, if it isn't Piper! What a pleasure finding a familiar face, or any face, in this far corner of the Alabaster Icelands. I came to bring Garrick an order of sword caps, and he was more than willing to have a chat about Avalug. What do you say? Interested in a bit of gossip? Sure. And why wouldn't you be? So Avalug, yes? The fifth of Hisui's nobles. That he is. And you know what? He's an absolute beast. Well, yes. According to what I was told, not only does he barrage you with chunks of ice, he also fires off massive icicles, and he can cause sharp ice crystals to erupt from the ground below you. Doesn't that seem a bit too powerful to take on? What's more, apparently the Avalug of old could be up to 100 feet tall. Doesn't that seem a bit too big to take on? Oh, you'll be alright. You just have to eat some sword caps and then give your training your all. Nothing better for building muscle than that. Onward now, to the arena! How are you not a walking popsicle, sir? Yes, well, I did want to see that Avalug, but perhaps not at the cost of my life. So I suppose my freezing digits and I will be off. That Machoke doesn't know what to do with me. Oh, hi, Machamp. Alpha, Machamp. No, thank you. Bergmites, more bergs. So, we are to quell Avalug as you wished. In the end, the strength of your feelings won out. Or maybe your real strength comes from the way that you walk among both people and Pokémon. Well, I suppose I'd better get to work making some balms using that eternal ice. I've heard how they're made, and with muscles like mine, it'll only be a moment's work. And there you have it. If you truly wish to quell Avalug, then walk on. The path lies before you. But know that Avalug will hurl chunks of ice at you without relent. You'll need unrivaled dodging ability. I can handle that. This'll be a tough one, but I can handle that. Did someone call for a kaiju fight? I'm cackling right now. It's a freaking kaiju fight. Nope. Nope. I let myself lose the rhythm. Oh shoot. Oh, here comes he. Yeah! Shoot! Don't worry about bombs at this stage. Just dodge. And use your iframes. You're up, Lucario. Or not. Sorry. You gotta get closer. And honestly, just worry about surviving for most of this. Dang it. Okay, yeah, here's the part where you really gotta worry about just surviving! There we go. Oh, sorry, Lucario, I didn't mean to stand right in your way. Bulldoze or... Aurasphere. Just plain old Aurasphere. Yep, that did it. Chuck 'em. Just chuck 'em. Fortunately, these bombs do have a fairly large range. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we're doing this. Mix and match. Careful not to roll into where an iceberg's forming. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. They leave behind problems. Don't be there. 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 Don't. Shit. Shit. Oh, no. Got cocky. One more time from the top. Though it's nice, they will give you the option to continue from the save point if you will. Wink. Okay, there comes those. Oh, and here comes the ice spikes. And here comes his ice beam. Lucario, hit it. back bomb. Further out, further out, further out. Here comes this mix and match platter. Don't worry too much about the icebergs, or rather about throwing bombs. Just survive. You'll have a chance to throw more bombs at him later. Shoot. Alright, here comes the problem. Okay, if you stay far enough back, that's nice to know. Go! And they're faster this time than they were last time. Dodge through it. Lucario! Sorry, you're up, you're up, you're up! Oh, they were gracious with that period. And also, Lucario is much faster than this kaiju of a Pokemon. Chuck them bombs! There we go. Hadn't gotten cocky the first time, it would have been single try, but c'est la vie. Avalugg is good to go. Stone tablet imbued with the essence of ice. When used on a certain Pokemon, it allows that Pokemon to gain the power of the ice type. Garrick, sir, you don't need look so downcast. But seeing the mighty Avalugg quelled by such a slight child. The child that fell from the very sky. Is this Piper Girl some kind of monster in disguise? She is no monster. She's the one who risked her life without a second thought in order to quell our frenzied lords. Our frenzied and suffering nobles. Sorry, I can word right. Piper. Garrick cares for the Pro Clan with all his heart and believes in Almighty Sinnoh just as deeply. So he has feared more than any of us that you getting involved with the Diamond Clan and your Galaxy team could cause our people to flag in their devotion to Almighty Sinnoh. But that will change. Irida? I know your fears will change once you see what I've seen. Piper has much to teach us. She's shown us how we can overcome all manner of strife so long as our Pokemon are with us. She's made me want to help Glaceon realize greater strength as well, and to see my whole world grow broader. Seems you've already changed, Irida. I knew you could pull that off, Piper! You quelled every last frenzied noble. So is that space-time rift going to start closing up now, or what? There's little way of knowing for sure, though the rift does seem perhaps a little smaller somehow. Let's hope so anyway. Well, with any luck, things will settle down now. Although even if the rift does start spitting out more of that strange lightning, we should still be alright as long as we've got Piper. Indeed, we should be. It's good to have her at our side. You know something, Irida? We may never agree on who's got it right about Almighty Sinnoh, But you Pro Clan folk aren't all bad in my book. Look who's finally seen reason. Anyway, now that we've quelled the last noble, I say we pay grim old Commander Kamito a visit and see if he'll finally crack a smile for us. Seeing you take on Avalugg was intense, even from up in the sky where I was watching. Same sentence as before. What are you going to do now that all the nobles have been quelled, Piper? Wonder where Avalugg went to. You quelled Avalugg. We may not yet know for sure if it was right or not to do so, but it was certainly a fine battle. I don't know where Avalugg went. Just kaiju-sized guy walked off. We gotta go back to town. Oh, as we pass the hot springs, I may as well check in and see if a certain Pokemon has dropped by. Is that a Railu in there? See the Lucario, that's easy to spot. No. I'll take the damage, thanks. That's an Alpha Lucario down there. A couple of Machoke. Sorry, Machop. If that actually works, I'm going to laugh. Of course it wouldn't. Gonna try one more time. It either works or don't. Well, it don't. Okay, goodbye. Side quests! No, we gotta go talk to Commander Kamito. I'll talk to you later. Oh, that's Balloon Dude. Okay, that's nice. Just 30 times to use Aura Sphere and that'll do it. Alright. You managed to quell Lord Avalugg? Fantastic stuff! As always, I'm sure the commander is eagerly awaiting your report. To the village! Absolutely yes, to the village. We got story to progress on. To the commander's office. Oh, hey! The Machoke is helping out the construction corps. Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why this calamity befell us, but I'm glad to see it put to an end. And to think peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Rift-born helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn a world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself with a wallflower, and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps' work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. Thanks for this nice, sizable helping of potato mochi, Benny old chum. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. Now that Avalugg's quelled too, we can survey all over Hisui. I certainly had my reservations as to whether Avalugg needed quelling. But if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think what kind of havoc the frenzied nobles could have wreaked if Piper never came. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although, wait, if the rift were to disappear, would that mean Piper'd be stuck here? I mean, God sent me here in the first place, so I don't know. Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilife Village, Piper. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us, and it'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on, nothing less than a completed Pokédex. With you around, that Pokédex is as good as complete. Hey, how about I just tag along as your assistant? Assistant? Come now, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Well, sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and a heavy sleep. That didn't sound good. This doesn't look good, Piper. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I've word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. The way the sky has changed, it is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us all here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleavor into a frenzy. It struck the night the Piper fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Piper? I'm a YouTube player? Well, a Survey Corps member? Indeed, you've done all I ordered. But that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Do you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Piper has wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think she's got the sort of fearsome power it takes to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, Can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? This person, a stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee she is who she says? Who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How's anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Piper supposed to do then? She'll be given a chance to investigate this latest disaster, but not as a member of the Galaxy team. She remains a suspect until she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky. And so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. Consider yourself banished from the village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No. Until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond all doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How can you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Piper? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. This is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free, rather than clap you in chains. You're to be expelled? From the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. Oh, we're doing the full-on walk of shame. Scary. But yes, I'm coming. I'm reading the dialogue, Silene. At least allow me that. Can it really be true? How could anyone do such a thing? I guess we should have expected this from a stranger from the sky. We can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept the stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village and to the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you all down as bound for Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. Can't believe the boss would do this. He quelled all those nobles' frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable and, might I add, absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Piper more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adaman or Irita can take you in, though I'm afraid they're both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leanne at Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where mine'd be, if you want the Diamond Clan. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life, you'll meet both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach, to complete the Pokédex? That dream simply won't come true without you. Okay, I'm allowed to make some comments. Holy crap! Like, holy crap! What Pokemon game can you name would pull that sort of plot twist? Everyone roots for the main character in a Pokemon game. They never turn their back on the hero. But this game's like, nope, people in charge say you're now an outsider and a stranger and can no longer be trusted, and we're throwing you out like you mean nothing to us. Just, damn. Also, Cylene's advice. Holy shit, is that good life advice. Like, legit good life advice. I did not expect that level of truth to be smacked in the face with... Why is a mass outbreak right now? Oh, okay. Mass outbreaks could be interesting, but we will cover them at a later time. Right now, we gotta get to Grand Tree Arena and, you know, not die. Q, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known that the only thing that could come from that rift was disaster. Well, never mind then. Gonna be like that. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you needn't try to put on a brave face. You've been help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish that I could repay you for quelling Kleavor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find Mai at the Warm Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in this vastness of Hisui, there's a place for you as well. Let's see here. Mai at the Warren Bridge. That is... way the heck out there. Good thing I can fly now. This place looks so eerie with that sky. Which is the point, I know, but I'm still gonna say it. It looks so eerie with that sky. All the Pokemon seem to be acting normal. For now. Who knows how long that'll last with the way the sky is acting. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village of yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. The Diamond Clan could end up at a war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The great rear deer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but forgive me, I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a talent for making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. I'm surprised they didn't attack. They usually do. But that's sweet. Strange events seem to follow wherever you go, don't they? Found you at last, Piper. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose my favorite customers? Don't worry. I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. Seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond or the Pearl clan. Say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry. There are still corners of Hisue where you can stash away in secret. I know a spot that would be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace. But you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Whoops, wrong direction. Shirking your work to come pester me again. Even beneath a bleeding sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Cogita. Whoops. But I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisue's myths and legends. No, Mistress, thank you. Just Cogita. And this is? Why, Piper's the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of the Pokémon nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of. Lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one. It seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Your duty? Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one. For the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you may enter my dear hideaway. There is much to be told. The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and further still from ours, dwells almighty Sinnoh. I can't choose both? Well, I guess I'll go for option A. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides, above and below. Time traces the path we tread from here and now into the future. While space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you? The two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? Perhaps the truth is clearer to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one. Here is what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance: Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokémon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps, you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Well, there's our orders from God. Mistress Cookie-ta's got a lovely workbench here. And if you need materials, I'll be glad to help you. I'm always happy to do business with you. Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? Eh? What was that cry? Have we now a lost Pokémon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How can I refuse you, ma'am? Ah, I had the wrong voices going. Oops. Off we go, Piper. I just realized her door is Pokeball themed. Ish. Hello, hello. It's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? It's got a letter. A letter addressed to you, Piper. To Piper. You may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene. Survey Corps Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. Good tidings from the letter, then. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes. Doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Volo? Such a consummate guild merchant. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help out, but without drawing attention. So it'll be just one of us, me or her. It's up to you, though the answer should be obvious. Oh man. So, Diamond or Pearl? Oh hey, they took away your Pokedex. They took away your ID card. Well, no, they didn't take away your Pokedex. They took away your ID card. That's a nice UI thing. Diamond or Pearl? That's the question. Oh, no, I won't do that. I won't leave you on a cliffhanger. You know, I want to hang out with Arita. Of course you'll choose me. I was the one who got you what you needed when you first set out to quell Cleavor. You and I made his bombs together. Just what I would expect of you, Piper. You made the right choice. You won't regret it. So then, the leftover leader will... Leftover? Think again. Piper trusts me enough to leave the tough job up to me alone. I'll be keeping an eye on the commander, so I can let you all know if anything happens. Of course, of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of Hisui region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. But yes, we should get moving. I'd rather we walk this road together, but if the commander were to get wind of it, it would only make things worse. I'll meet you at whichever lake we choose. All right, Arita. You and Piper. Well, you two do what needs doing. Next time on Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's me, Volvo, and Arita off to one of the 3 lakes. Which one, I'm not quite sure, but... Oh, look, a nice little farmland. Is that Cord? That looks like Cord. She's got a nice little camp set up here. Can I rest in your bed? No? Okay. Well, anyway. I say and then immediately get sidetracked by other things. Volvo, I might have to take you up on buying anything you've got. Oh, you just have already crafted items, not materials. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Next time! Samurott and me, Volvo and Arita, we're heading for one of the lakes. See you guys then.